We of course want to welcome you to Satterfield's, but we want to remind you so we can serve you quickly. If everyone would please find a table, sit down, have a look at your menus, write your name on the top of your menus and circle what is your preference of the day. The staff here at Satterfield's will then collect those menus, and then we will serve you before and during our presentation, which will begin in about 5-10 minutes. And do feel free, once you have completed that, to mingle in the room. Yes, everyone can hear me, good. Well, I would like to welcome you all to our this is our annual Parish to Parish Luncheon held here in Pointe Coupee Parish at Satterfield's. I'm Scott Rogers. It's my pleasure to MC this event every single year, and we always like to start by recognizing how lucky we are to be here in these United States. So how about we all stand and share together in the Pledge of Allegiance. And the flag is here to my right. Please join with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please be seated. I think it is important, especially when we look at the news and we see what's happening around the world. I think it's very important that we recognize and be grateful for being here in these United States. And I'm also grateful for being here at Satterfield's today. I can think of no better location for a B2B luncheon. We're very lucky that Satterfield's lets us use their facility. And this BBB luncheon is all about you. It's about connecting you. Here the folks in Pointe Coupee Parish are meeting with folks from other parishes, other cities, as we broaden our horizons and we build better bridges and a brighter future. I want to thank our sponsors today. Our sponsors include the Pointe Coupee Banner, the Pointe Coupee Chamber of Commerce, Klein Peter Photography, Lamar Advertising, Talk 107.3 FM, WBRZ Channel 2, and WAFB's Around Town TV show. I also want to give a special thank you to Les Cantrell. Les is the Director of Economic Development in Pointe Coupee Parish for assisting us arranging this event. Thank you so much, Les. I want to recognize, thank you very much. I also want to recognize the BBB President and CEO, Mr. Jim Stalls, who basically allows us to put on this event specially for you. Thank you so much, Jim. I also want to thank the chairman of the board of the BBB. It sounds like the mafia, doesn't it, chairman of the board? But from Gage Telephone Systems, Mr. Greg Woods. Thank you, Greg, for coming out here today. We're very proud of Pointe Coupee Parish at the BBB. It is one of the 12 parishes that Jim, as the Better Business Bureau, serves. That's what's interesting about our Better Business Bureau. We don't serve a city, we serve a region. And that region consists of 12 parishes: Ascension, Assumption, East Baton Rouge, East Feliciana, Iberville, Livingston, St. Helena, St. James, Tangipahoa, West Baton Rouge, and West Feliciana. If you think about that, that's a huge area, and think about all those businesses. And when people join the BBB, they join forces as an accredited business with an amazing organization whose function is making business better, and that's what we do here locally. We are one of the few in the country that has a small business division, and we are the only BBB in the country that has an advocate program, which is an organized elite system of volunteers that go around the 12 parishes to assist the BBB. If you're not an accredited member of the BBB, please consider being one. See BJ Militello, and she will tell you of the countless benefits of that membership. If you enjoy this luncheon today, you've got to come to our next luncheon, which is in Baton Rouge. It's going to be on September the 9th, and Lieutenant Governor Jay Darden is our special guest speaker. At our events, whether it be a breakfast or a luncheon, we mix it up. Sometimes we have speakers, sometimes we have information that pertains to growing a small business. Today's going to be all about you. I'm not sure if you know this, but later on, I am coming round the room with a microphone, and you get to do your elevator speech to the entire room and on camera. No pressure, but we will not be editing out any type of mistake. On the mid-counter here, there are calendars of events at the BBB. You are going to be amazed how much we do, from shredding events, to breakfast, to lunches, to seminars, to trade shows. Everything that is anything to do with small business, we are going to bring to you. On your tables, I did give you all one of these. This is a premier event, our annual banquet. Our annual banquet is held on October the 14th. We're having it at Rouge, so afterwards you can make a night of it. It's amazing what we've got on. We have the Douglas Manship Ethics Awards, and that's where we recognize companies that have been researched and found to be of the highest ethical standard. Our guest speaker of the night is Coach Paul Maneri. He's going to be bringing along some of the players from his team this year. We've got live music. We have a surprise singer who happens to be a state leader. We're keeping it a secret, but it's very good. It's amazing, it's opulent, it's extravagant. I do make sure that we are selling tables fast. If your company would like to be there, if you want to network with the best, turn it over, and that's how to either reserve a seat or how to reserve a table. Also on your tables, I'm going to do a pop quiz on this. We send out these really wonderful newsletters every other month, and I want you guys to look at August. It's got a lot of information. It's got a message from Jim. It's got who the most recent accredited businesses are, a message from BJ. It's a lot of stuff, so take one of those with you too. And we are, in a moment, going to be hearing from our distinguished guest, Les Cantrell, Mayor Robert Meyer, James Laurent, and our Sheriff, Bud Torres, and we're going to find out what's going on in Pointe Coupee Parish, following which we're going to find out who you are and what company you represent. If you like this Parish to Parish luncheons, we have two others scheduled. In September, we're going to Tangipahoa Parish, so come out and meet the folks in Tangipahoa, and West Baton Rouge Parish in November. Right now, though, I'm going to allow you time to sit and chat, mingle in the room, as our food is going to be brought out to us. Once we're served our food, we're going to then begin our introduction. So enjoy each other's company. I'm Scott Rogers. It's my pleasure to MC you. Enjoy the food. Thank you very much. Be a wonderful opportunity while you're eating to start our program and to officially recognize our local dignitaries. I know we have a lot of out-of-town visitors, and I want you guys to know what's going on in Pointe Coupee Parish. So we're going to go and visit with our dignitaries first, and then following that, I'm just going to come around. If you're eating, as I come up to you, just stand up, empty your mouth, obviously preferably before I get to you, and then we'll hear from you. Bear in mind, this is an opportunity not just to sell yourself, but listen, who else is in the room? You may think that is going to be a great partnership, my company with that company. A lot of businesses do a lot of business with businesses, and this is that wonderful opportunity we're going to have today. So I'm going to come over to the table and start with our sheriff, just because he just filled his mouth up, and that's always a good time to get somebody. It's my pleasure to introduce to the room Sheriff Bud Torres. The sheriff has been on the show before, so I feel like it's a good opportunity to start with him. How's everything going, Sheriff? Tell us some of the good stuff going on in Pointe Coupee Parish.
Everything is going well. Everything's going pretty well. We've have it's been quiet as far as crime in the parish, and we've been able to partner with state police, DEA, and doing a lot of good things in the parish as far as narcotics. We're seeing a trend that more prescription drugs rather than organic marijuana and cocaine is on a decline. But one of the alarming things is the amount of heroin that we're seeing in the region. And working together with my colleagues, we're doing our best to try and do something with it.
How long have you been sheriff for, and what's your vision for Pointe Coupee Parish?
I'm on my second term and seeking the bid for re-election next year for a third term. And what we're trying to do is establish the systems inside the sheriff's office where it perpetuates itself and run within our budget, within our means, and also to prepare the parish for the future by investing in young people that are interested in law enforcement in the parish to seek those degrees and to become true professionals in the field.
And the kids are our future, so you're looking into the future for the parish.
Yes, we are. One of the biggest things that we have that's exciting is the economic boom that is in this region now, that is coming. And we're trying to work diligently with the workforce to try and increase the number of people. We have a reentry program that we were just funded by the Huey Wilson Foundation. And that grant allows us to train inmates to actually be better prepared when they get out to re-enter society in a positive way.
And I thank you for that, because that's one of the passions. Sheriff, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
And next up we have Les Cantrell, who's the Director of Economic Development. And Les is going to tell us a little bit about what's going on in Pointe Coupee from an economic standpoint. The Sheriff just touched on it.
Well, thanks for everybody coming today. One of the things we'd like to touch on, you know, we have the super Walmart's been here. We just completed a year, and over that year ending, we've had 22 new businesses either come into the area or expand, and we got more coming. Our sales tax is up. Mayor, we're at 24%? 24% on the year ending. The national average when a Super Walmart comes in is around 5 to 15%, so we're way above that. We also have a big certified program in place here where we have over 3,200 acres in place to bring in new manufacturing and industry. And a big part of that is two of these guys sitting right here that's on my economic team, is of course Sheriff Bud Torres and Jimmy Laurent, Chad Olin with Pointe Coupee General Hospital, and we got a great team of economic development people to try to help bring more and more jobs to this area.
Les, thanks for everything you do. Well, let's just mention James Laurent. James Laurent Jr. is the Pointe Coupee Parish Assessor's Office, and am I right, do you set the taxes on the properties?
No, I do not. I set the values on the properties, and the taxing districts set the taxes.
Oh, okay. I just think that's just splitting hairs. But tell us about that. Because really, whatever he sets it at, that's what your taxes are going to be. So I think he sets the taxes. But it's exciting what you do, because the values are going up for a reason.
That's correct. Pointe Coupee is one of the most diverse, economically diverse parishes in this state. I'm actually serving on the chamber board. I'm on my 5th year on the chamber board because I see the importance of supporting the local businesses. 70% of our property taxes are paid by businesses rather than residential. And so anything I can do to support that is my focus.
I know you're very dedicated to it. How did you become an assessor?
That's a hard question to answer. An opportunity presented itself. I ran for election in 2009 and won, and I've loved the job ever since.
Well, I appreciate what you and your team does. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Laurent Jr., the Pointe Coupee Parish Assessor's Office. The reason I hold the mic is I have the control. Okay, and with this next man you need it. It's a pleasure to introduce to you a good friend of mine. And when he stands up, he looks like a giant next to me. Put your hands together, please, for Mayor Robert Meyer. Mayor, it's always a pleasure to meet you. You brought me out not many months ago to give me the keys to the city, and it didn't fit a single lock.
You're right, and they told me that you've been snooping around some neighborhoods, so we're going to watch it.
Mayor, tell us some of the good stuff since you've been mayor of New Roads. Some of the good stuff that has been happening.
Well, I just agree with what the sheriff and Jimmy and Les said.
Well, that really helps me.
I'm just kidding.
No, give us some details.
No, we have a lot of great things going on. Talking about what the sheriff said, our crime rate's down 32% in the city. We've done a lot of things to control that, and we feel really, really good about that. As far as economic development goes, Les is right. 22 new and expanded businesses. Sales tax revenue up 24%. Property tax revenue up 10%. We're doing a lot of innovative things. We just opened a new splash skate park playground, a $500,000 complex in Community Park, and it's going very, very well.
When everybody talks about Louisiana, they'll often talk about Ascension and Livingston. It sounds like Pointe Coupee is soon going to be on that list.
Oh, why would anybody want to live in those places instead of Pointe Coupee Parish? How about that? I'm just kidding.
But look at the view and the river and everything. This is a beautiful place to live.
No, it is a beautiful place, beautiful people, beautiful food. We are also now home to the Harvest Festival here, which we had 55,000 people last year.
Wow.
Was voted by the Louisiana Association of Fairs and Festivals as the best new festival in the state of Louisiana, October 17th through 19th of this year. Outstanding list of performers, and it's all free.
Well, I want to thank you, and thanks for being always available to the Around Town show, because I know you've kept us up to date with what's going on.
Anytime, Scott. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. That's our mayor here at New Roads. Now we're going to go over and I'm going to talk to you guys. The opportunity is you're going to say who you are, what company you work for. It's like a little mini elevator speech. And I'm going to start at this table here, because a good friend of mine here doesn't have a business here, but very involved in the community because of his boss.
Hey everybody, I'm Brian McNabb. I'm with United States Congressman Bill Cassidy. Thank you.
And with him,
Hi, I'm Rob Walton. I'm also with Congressman Bill Cassidy.
okay, thank you very much. Stand up, my friend. So you're
Thank
all
you,
on
Scott.
camera. Tell us a little bit about you, who you're with, and what you do.
Well, I'm Roger Richard. I'm actually retired. I'm past vice chair of the Baton Rouge Chamber of Commerce, and I'm currently the chairman of the board of the March of Dimes for the state of Louisiana. So I try to give back to everything that I worked for before. But I do want to say this to the mayor. I just moved here 8 weeks ago. I'm never leaving. I love it.
Oh, my heart went up there. Okay, my friend.
I'm Cass Kemper. I'm also a new Roads transplant. Been here about 2